What is up, ladies and gents? It's Mekabre back with yet another Destiny 2 video. In today's Destiny 2 video, we're going to be diving in to a hot take on whether or not the seasonal exotic mission was dropped early, way too early, not early enough, or just shouldn't have dropped at all. Okay, there's a lot of different takes on this. I've heard opinions from just about everyone in regards to this mission, and I'm here just to set things straight because I think I understand why Bungie did it, and I have a good feeling that it was done at the correct time. But before we hop into the actual content of today's video, if you like this content and you want to see more, well, go down below, hit that subscribe, turn on the bell for all notifications. We post every Tuesday and Saturday here with a podcast twice every single month on the 1st and the 15th. So if you could go down and sub, like, comment, all that would be amazing. It doesn't take that much time out of your day, and it helps me greatly. Now let's get into the content of today's video. Everyone has been saying that the new exotic quest was dropped way too early. You know, it's the second week of the season, and we already have it. Hawkmoon did not drop anywhere near the second season of the or second week of the season. And matter of fact, we didn't get Random Rolls Hawkmoon until almost like the what fourth or fifth last week in the season. Like, I mean, it was ridiculously close to the end of the season, and we were all like, "Are we getting Random Rolls this season? Is it coming next season?" We were just really unsure. And this quest has already dropped second week, and you can get random rolls on it, and it's insane. Okay, so for those of you who do not know what I'm talking about this secret exotic mission called Presage that gives you the Dead Man's Tail, a Tex Mechanica scout rifle. It is a lever action, by the way, and oh, it's crispy. Okay, and don't get me wrong, I love the gun. I absolutely do. But I'm not going to make a full video in review, in depth on it. I don't think that's for me to sit down and do, seeing as how I am truly not cracked with the weapon. But I do think it has great opportunity both in PvP and PvE in multiple areas on both. You know, I've been playing a lot of Trials this weekend. Unfortunately, have been unable to go flawless. It's just been a little rough. And man, I mean, I'm seeing some of these scout rifles, and people that use them are either really good with them or still learning how to use them. But man, it is such a solid weapon. But did they drop it too early? Now, you might be asking yourself this question, and you might be saying, yes, it's the second week of the season. What are they thinking? But I offer this instead. Let's slow down and let's talk through why Bungie dropped it the second week. Season opens. It's February 9th. We get two battlegrounds, one on Europa, one on Nessus. Correct? Okay. Devil's Lair and Fallen Saber Strikes open, although we know that Fallen Saber was glitched and still hasn't seen gameplay yet. But Devil's Lair, first Nightfall, right? And then a new area, technically in the tower, called the Helm, is now active. All this, the beginning. Additionally, adding on to what we already had, new stasis aspects. They're open. Literally, all of this, day one. Come February 12th, 3 days after the season starts, trials. New armor, new weapons, 3 wins equals messenger. Kind of weird. Once again, very odd. A lot of good things dropping that first week. February 16th, the first reset, cleansing battleground. Now here's where the quest dropped. Presage, right? Insane. A lot of stuff has already dropped this season, but let's look past that. February 23rd, which is today when you're watching this video, the Oracle Battleground is now open, and additionally, Iron Banner makes its return. So two rather large things, one that directly relates to the season, and Iron Banner just being another fun PvP activity that anyone and everyone can participate in. Moving past that, in March 23rd, so a month later, but keep in mind, February is a lot shorter, so it's not a full 30 days. Well, I guess, no, I don't think it is technically. trying to remember. I'm not going to sit down and do the math right now. We have Proving Grounds strike opens for the season's pass holders, so a brand new strike. Then going in March 30th, it's open for everyone. Now go to April 13th, another Iron Banner. April 20th, we have Guardian games all the way through May 9th with a special closing ceremony that we don't know exactly from the 7th to the 9th of May. So you might be asking yourself, okay, Mekabre, you just listed a bunch of stuff. You literally just read the calendar of this next season. Cool. But what does that prove? Why are you still saying that they released it at the right time? What makes you believe that that was the appropriate time for them to do that? Well, here's the deal. No, I don't got an inside source, although I do know the Bungie dev, Vito Noble. I don't have an inside source past him, okay? And he's only good for Gambit calls. So I promise. But past that, I, I I don't know what's going through Bungie's mind. You know, Vito can tell me exactly what enemy we're going to be fighting. Sure. And that's great. It's fantastic. In the comment section down below, tell him how insane he is because he truly is insane, okay? But past that, we don't know exactly what's going through Bungie's mind, and there's been several seasons where they've put stuff out, and it seems like it's the inappropriate time for them to drop it. I think they did really, really well last season with Hawkmoon. It was such a dead season for literally the third week in, all the way until Hawkmoon, and then on the way out, even with Hawkmoon, it was still a little boring. The reason I think they dropped this quest, this mission so early is because it's a whole different ball game than Hawkmoon. Hawkmoon, we got Hawkmoon, but each week we could go back and we could see, oh, it's progressing. There's little bit by little bit, we're going to be able to do random rolls here shortly. This quest, I think, is going to change in a completely different manner. I think it's going to be able to not only every time you run it, you learn something new about the ship, about the passageways, but I think there's going to be just more lore and more story built around this mission than the Hawkmoon mission. Don't get me wrong, there is plenty of lore related to Aldrin. I mean, pardon me, the Crow and the Hawkmoon mission. Okay, a huge amount of lore. But I think there's going to be more in this mission just because of how early they dropped it. They're going to build on, and maybe it's not every week, maybe it's every 2, maybe it's every 3. I don't know. But they are going to build onto it. And I think that's one of the reasons it dropped so early. The second reason is they are truly banking on the slow release of content this season, and I think it is incredibly intelligent. Okay, let me get this straight for y'all. They dropped quite a bit first day, and they dropped what seems like a decent amount second week too, right? I mean, besides Presage and a new Battlegrounds Trials, we got access to the other 2 weapons that are new for the season. The sword was 5 wins, and then the Adept hand cannon at Flawless. And I know not everyone has access to those. I did not even get my hands on a Flawless hand cannon, okay? Adept. I I wanted one. Don't get me wrong, I do. But I also have a great bottom dollar that I'm still loving. But that's besides the point. What I'm getting at is they keep dropping stuff consistently. I don't think they're going to do anything crazy in Trials this next weekend. I think 3 wins is either going to be like the rocket launcher or the fusion, and then I think it's going or it'll be armor, you know. And I don't think that's out of the question. I think that's going to get enough people in to get the engram done to get out. Trials isn't going to be insanely sweaty, you know, or well, it still will be insanely sweaty, especially once you get higher up there, like it was this weekend. Also, depending on the map, but it's going to be another a little bit of content. Then the week after that, heck, it might be the hand cannon 3 wins. I don't know. All I'm saying is the slow release has definitely benefited them. Are they releasing too slow or are they releasing too fast for it to truly be a slow release? Well, I can't tell you for sure because they are a little on the secretive side. We know that this mission was going to be a thing. We knew there was going to be a new seasonal exotic. We knew nothing else until there was a leak. Oh, it's going to be a scout rifle, blah, blah, blah. That was it. We didn't expect them to drop it this soon. Maybe they dropped it this soon purely because, hey, it's ready to go and someone leaked it. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is that everyone that thinks they dropped it a little too early needs to sit down. They need to calm down, and they need to sit down and be like, okay, hey, they dropped all this stuff. That's cool. I loved all of this, or I loved portions of it, even. Okay, But what am I looking forward to? Look on that calendar. I mean, me personally, I'm excited for another new strike. I love the Glassway. For those of you who do not know, haven't played with me, I think the Glassway is a very well done strike. I know the boss room sucks, even just on a regular strike playlist. Okay, it can suck, but I love the strike. This new strike could be just as exciting. Who knows? Iron Banner coming back with 2 reissued weapons, one of which I am definitely going to be grinding for because my escape velocity is getting sunset. And I would like a multi-max CCX to replace it. I mean, there's plenty of different ways to look at this. And besides the grinding that's actually going to need to be put into the game for the season, I think the other thing you need to look at is, well, if they're releasing content very evenly spread out, well, then that's great for you. And here's why that's great for you. That's great for you because that allows you to jump in at any point in the season and not really be missing out. That allows you to take the time to sit down and do schoolwork, to attend sports. I do both of these things and find it a little difficult at times to actually sit down and do schoolwork instead of sit on Destiny 2 grinding. You know, there's other activities out in the world, and this is a great opportunity for you to realize, hey, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty before this, but now that I've started playing Destiny, I just don't have time. And all my friends on Call of Duty are like, hey, when are you going to play with us? Take the time, actually play some other games, get your hand in a few other, cookie jars, test it out. It's going to allow Destiny to become so much better for you. And I've been arguing this with a couple of my friends. I think one of the big pieces, and you heard this in the podcast, the most recent one of the big pieces that I truly love about Destiny is being able to leave for months on end, play other games, maybe not even play at all, and come back and barely miss out on anything and have a crazy, crazy grind to catch up on sometimes. And I find that enjoyable. And I know other people don't. So maybe you're not one of those players, but I do think Bungie did good at dropping this quest when they did. I think the rest of the season is going to be very well. This could be, as many other content creators have, like beginning of the season feelings or ideas. Is this going to be a good season? Is it going to be bad? Personally, I think it is already proven to be exceptional. I think it is a very, very good season. Now, part of this might be I'm just enjoying playing with the friends that I'm playing with right now. Vito, Sweat, and Lumo. Additionally, Pietistic whenever he's on. I mean, all these guys that I play with, and it's just super enjoyable. Oh, don't forget tech support, right? But maybe you're not one of those people, and maybe you're enjoying this season a little less. Let me know in the comments down below. Truly, truly, I think this is going to be one of the better seasons we've had in a long time. And I'm planning on making a season and wrap of the season, whatever kind of video towards the end of the season. I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon because I truly think so far it's proven to be a good season, and I would imagine by the end of this season, the beginning of May, I'm gonna be arguing the same exact thing, that it is truly an amazing season and is one that's gonna go down in the history books. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, turn that bell notification on. Excuse me. And with that, I have nothing else to say except for get back to grinding, your crazy guardians.